Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Fiona Grey. I am a urologist and sexologist, and I want to talk with you about something simple that most of us do without thinking much about it. The snacks we choose, especially nuts and seeds. It might not sound dramatic, but small choices repeated every day can shape energy, mood, hormones, and even erections. My goal tonight is not to scare you or sell you a miracle. My goal is to give you a calm, sensible map you can use tomorrow. But before we start, please do me a favor and tell me where in the world are you watching from. I would love to see how far the message reaches. Now, let's start. Here is the big idea. Your testosterone and your sexual health are not decided by a single food. They are guided by patterns: how you sleep, how you move, how you handle stress, the medicines you take, your weight, and yes, the fats and proteins you eat. Some snacks work with your body. Some add quiet friction. When you understand which is which, you can make better choices without feeling deprived. Let us start with a few snacks that deserve a closer look, especially for men over 50 who already feel a little less energy, a little less drive, or a softer morning erection. The first is soy nuts. Soy contains plant compounds called isoflavones. They can bind weakly to estrogen receptors. In younger men with very robust testosterone, this often does not do much. In older men closer to the lower end of the normal range, leaning heavily on soy snacks every day may not be ideal. This does not mean that soy is poison. It means that if soy nuts are your daily, mindless handful, try pulling back for a few weeks and see how you feel. If you enjoy soy, keep it as an occasional part of a meal, and make sure the rest of your protein is varied. The second is flax seeds. Flax carries another group of plant compounds called lignans. It is also marketed for omega-3 fats, but the form in flax is one that many men convert only partly into the more useful types found in fish. If you are sprinkling big spoonfuls of ground flax on breakfast every morning and you feel flat, try a break for a month and reassess. You can still support your heart and vessels with olive oil, fish, leafy greens, and nuts that are lower in omega-6 fats. The third is heavily processed and flavored nut mixes. You know the ones I mean: honey roasted, cinnamon sugar, barbecue, licorice coated. They are roasted in hot seed oils, coated in sugar and salt, and then advertised as healthier than cookies. They are not. The combination of sugar, highly heated oils, and coatings drives inflammation, pushes insulin and belly fat, and can irritate blood vessels. If you love a crunchy snack, choose raw or dry roasted nuts without coatings, and keep the portion modest. The fourth is peanuts and peanut butter. Peanuts are not true nuts. They are legumes. They are familiar and inexpensive, and they can fit in a balanced diet. But they are also high in omega-6 fats, and some peanut products can carry mold byproducts if stored poorly. This does not mean you must swear off peanut butter forever. It means it is wise not to lean on it every day. Rotate in other options, watch the portion, choose good brands, and make sure you get omega-3 fats elsewhere. Now the good news: some nuts and nut-like foods often work with your biology when used wisely. They do not replace sleep, movement, or stress care, but they are quiet allies you can reach for. The first is Brazil nuts. They are one of the richest natural sources of selenium, a mineral that protects the cells in the testes that make testosterone. With Brazil nuts, less is more. 1 or 2 per day is plenty. More than that can be too much. Buy them fresh, keep them in the freezer to protect their delicate oils, and discard any that taste bitter. A couple of Brazil nuts with breakfast, repeated consistently, can be surprisingly helpful. The second is macadamia nuts. They are buttery, satisfying, and unusually low in omega-6 fats. At the same time, they are rich in monounsaturated fats, the same family that makes olive oil famous. That fat profile supports calmer inflammation, better insulin sensitivity, and healthier vessel function. A small handful of raw or dry roasted macadamias in the afternoon is often enough to steady energy instead of feeding a spike and crash. The third is tiger nuts. Despite the name, they are not nuts at all. They are small tubers that have been eaten for centuries in parts of Africa and Spain. They taste naturally sweet. They deliver fiber that feeds a healthy gut, and they provide nutrients like arginine, zinc, and vitamin E. Arginine is a building block for nitric oxide, which relaxes blood vessels and supports erections. Zinc and vitamin E support reproductive cells. A quarter cup as an evening snack is a sensible way to try them. The fourth is pistachios. These little shells hold a great combination. Arginine for nitric oxide, antioxidants that protect blood vessels, and a fat profile that can help shift cholesterol in a better direction. Several studies have shown that daily pistachios improved erectile function scores over a few weeks. They are easy to enjoy, they slow you down because you have to crack them, and they feel like a treat without being candy. Choose unsalted, and keep the serving to a small bowl. You may be thinking, this is a lot to remember. Let me give you a few simple principles that tie it all together. Portion and pattern beat perfection. 1 to 2 Brazil nuts in the morning, a small handful of macadamias or pistachios later, or a modest serving of tiger nuts in the evening, used consistently, can support what you are already doing with sleep and movement. Choose raw or dry roasted nuts. Read labels. Skip seed oils, sugar glazes, and artificial flavorings. Aim for labels that say ingredients, nuts, salt, and nothing more. Balance your fats. Most modern diets are heavy on omega-6 fats. Pull those down. Bring monounsaturated and omega-3 fats up. Your blood vessels, your brain, and your hormones will all benefit. Rotate your snacks. No single food should carry the whole load. Rotation helps avoid sensitivities and keeps nutrition broad. Listen to your body. For 4 to 6 weeks, write down how you sleep, whether you wake at night, whether you wake with a firm erection, and how your energy feels. Make 1 or 2 changes. Do not overhaul everything at once. Let your body tell you what is helping. I also want to set this in the larger picture. Food is powerful, but it is one part of a bigger plan. If you feel persistently tired, down, or disconnected, if your morning erections have vanished or your drive has changed suddenly, talk to your clinician. Blood pressure, sleep apnea, thyroid function, medicines, low mood, and relationship stress all affect sexual health. We can help you sort it out. So here is how you can begin. Tomorrow, trade a coated nut mix for a small bowl of pistachios. Swap the daily peanut butter habit for almond butter or a couple of Brazil nuts. Replace a soy nut snack with macadamias and an apple. If you love flax, use it less often, and add olive oil or fatty fish somewhere else in the week. None of this requires perfection. It requires small, steady choices. And for men who want natural support for the physical side, circulation, stamina, and confidence, there are 2 options I'm often asked about. For a mild boost in erection strength, I recommend an organic watermelon extract rich in L-citrulline, which supports nitric oxide and healthy blood flow. For a stronger boost, I recommend an advanced performance formula that combines Icarian, Tonkat Ali, fenugreek, nettle root, and citrulline to support erections, stamina, testosterone, and prostate health. You'll find the links in the comments and in the video description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.